Baby, 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 really loud. What did she say right there? Taste it, taste it. Guess the frisbee.
We're doing a clinic. Team DD at Hornet's Nest. I said it right this time.
You did, I'm proud of you. But first,
Brekkie.
breakfast of champions with champions.
Over here. Over here. Hey, so I have another one that has a white. Jam.
Hello.
Bag where I have 2 discs that are still. All right, so we're gonna get started here in just a moment.
Something like that. Oh, yes, I do.
We have change
perfect.
we can help you out with.
Thank you.
Learn to throw putters. So once I learned to be able to throw a straight putter shot, you know, 250 to 300 feet, that elevated my game like exponentially. So take the time when you're doing field work, just grab your putter, try to learn to throw straight, and hopefully you'll get that down, and then in tournaments you'll lower your score.
Now and then I'll find myself thinking about what I'm trying not to do, and that kind of floods my mind and takes over my thoughts, and I don't really perform as well as I know I can compared to when I'm thinking about what I do want to do correctly.
Marshmallows.
Can't believe you switched.
Can't find wardens.
Never would have guessed.
These are great though.
Ran out of hand eyes.
Ran out of anything.
Really?
Yeah. Tina got me hooked
Hot
up
already,
a couple
AJ.
What? Hot.
We are here at the USDGC in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Let's go check out some action. This is our absolute favorite place to eat. We've been here, I think, 4 or 5 times already. NC Noodle Bar. Welcome to NC Noodles.
You guys met Charlie? Robert? Charlie?
Is this everyone who's coming?
Perkins and Yulee.
Yulee.
Red Dead picture? I was playing Red Dead on your tree. Yeah, I played it for a little bit. I did a free trial of PlayStation Now.
Oh.
Heard of it? Wait. You can play like all the old school games.
No food pictures, Tina.
It's been so long that I have no idea.
No food videos. That's worse than.
I can function without. My brain will just stop. They'll just stop using my left eye, and then it'll go lazy. So gotta keep it.
Hey, it's crazy how that works.
But like I could read
put in like one contact.
I tried it in high school, and then my eyes just didn't agree with contacts very well.
Have you tried to man up since then?
No.
I'm just kidding.
That's a fair question, though. But like I can read that whole thing. I can read those ingredients and stuff. It just eventually this would go bad, and then maybe be lazy or something. And I'm not trying to play that game.
Yeah.
So now I have monocle.
If you
not think of that.
If you can do like eye push-ups, then it can never be lazy.
Listen, left eye. It's time to work.
Yeah. If you give it tasks, it can never be lazy.
Yes.
So I had the chance to talk to a bunch of our team players and just see what it's like for them after a tournament round. What do they normally do, and like what's the typical day during a tournament? Check it out.
After a tournament round, generally I go watch the boys. One of my favorite parts of the game is just watching golf and kind of, I don't know, seeing the creativity and why players choose certain lines and certain discs and certain angles. I think everybody has their own game, and that's one of my favorite parts, is just to see the individuality in it. So I watch a lot of golf, but in person. But this week at Winthrop, it's kind of different. The course is so long and mentally demanding and physically demanding as well, and it's long and hot. So I kind of just leave and go get food and watch via the live channels, really. And you don't get the same angles, so I encourage you guys to go out and go to a tournament. But it's almost just as good, and I think the media is absolutely huge in what's going to propel our sport. So pretty much watch golf and eat and prop my feet up, take my shoes off, and chill.
So after I get done playing, if I have some teammates or friends out on the course, then I usually like to go out and watch them play, maybe caddy for them. After everyone's done, sometimes, we go eat together, just hang out and have a good time, maybe go see a movie with my friends Eric and Tina. They're all right, so, stuff like that. Go back and hang out at the house I'm staying at and just, enjoy spending time with people.
All right, once I'm done with my tournament rounds, most of the time I'm just there to work, and so I like to spend time walking around with the players who are playing well that day. Most of them usually have later tee times than me. I know that's a big surprise. But yeah, I like to go around and walk with our players, and then if they're all done, I like to just watch some of the best disc golf in the world. As soon as we're done with that, I'm very serious about food. If we're not eating, then I'm going to be very upset. So let's eat. Maybe now.
Okay. All right. I like to toss the old baseball around with. Sorry. What?
This is great.
Oh man. I'll help you out. Yeah. So after a tournament round, usually kind of like burnt out a little bit, slightly, mainly physically, especially out here in the southern heat and humidity. So I'll try to rehydrate as much as possible, and then really just kind of take it easy after a tournament round. It's nice to reflect on the positive things. I try to remind myself of what I did well each and every round, so I can at least have something good to think about, rather than the opposite, where I'm sitting around for another 16 hours or so before the next round, just thinking about how I missed that 15-footer for birdie on a really hard hole or something like that. Instead, I'll tell myself, like, oh yeah, you finished today with 3 birdies in a row on 3 really hard holes. And I'll try to like keep that fresh in my mind as long as possible. And then usually a shower. Shower's nice after a long hot round. It's nice for me, but really it's more for everybody else.
We thank you for that.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
My name's Chris.
And I'm Jordan.
This is Castro. After a tournament round, it really depends on how I play. If I don't play quite like I want, I'll usually step away for 5 or 10 minutes and kind of decompress, and then try to start being positive. Maybe call Kayla at home. If it's a good round, usually I just go to my friends and start having fun and just relax. But we're out here at the USDGC, and I think we're going to go watch some disc golf, watch the leaders. So
yeah, I kind of agree with Chris too, depending on how I play. I had a couple good rounds here, a couple were not so great. So, but I mean, you just got to stay positive, move forward. It's only one tournament. Everybody has those days. This is one of the hardest courses out here, and it's mentally frustrating once you throw a bad shot and it keeps happening. You just kind of got to move on. So I had a couple of big numbers today, which it happens. I was a little off, but had a good card, play with 3 other great players out there. So I was really happy to watch them play really well. And Cash, we were all on the bubble and they made it. So it's super cool to watch and support them play.
sweet.
The USDGC is over. It was pretty much as hot as Junior Worlds was. Very hot every day in the 90s or higher. But it's done. A lot of our players did really well. Both the pages battled all week. I'm really proud of them, and it's such a cool experience. It's a really fun event. It's just really prestigious, and I'm really proud of our whole team for keeping it together, keeping it in bounds as much as they could. It's fun to see what they're throwing out here and what their strategy is for this really, really hard course.
Yeah, especially with the cat in there. Hey, what's up? Hey. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Hey, see ya.
Hey, bye.
Bye. No, wait. See, I'm gonna stay at this van though. This is where I'm going.
Go hide behind the garbage, Robert.
I don't want to.